So let's get into the overview of Laszlo's formula. All right, so Laszlo's formula. Now, we talked about what Laszlo's formula was, and I gave you that formula of X, Y, Z. Now, do you guys remember? It was accomplished X as measured by Y by doing Z. You don't necessarily have to follow X, Y, Z in that order, but do you get what I mean by having X, Y, Z in one dot point? So there must be an accomplishment, there must be a metric. What is that exactly? Okay, and how did you achieve that? Okay, how did you accomplish that? So that's the XYZ component. So if you have a resume in front of you now, you can definitely have a look at your own dot points and see if it contains any of XYZ, because hardly students had even Z or even Y. Yeah, so at least one it's not enough. You must have all those three to make it powerful. And I asked about, and I told you guys, you're going to mention what you did, why you did it, and how was it impactful. Okay, so those are the questions that you're trying to answer, and your dot point must answer those three key points. And about impact, so what exactly is an impact? I summarized it as how you created or improved a process. Again, have you created something or did you improve something? So the reason why impact-based descriptions are important is because employers want to see what you did to make a difference. So it has to be Daniel that did something very special in that position. So even though you worked at a cafe, you must do something different, or you must be the one who've done it, not everyone else who's working at the cafe. Next, employers can't tell whether you've actually slacked off in your role. You just have that title there. That's it. Lastly, employers also want to see if you add tangible values. Now, the reason why this is so important for employees is because it's based on a very HR recruitment theory, where the study have kind of shown, I know this is debatable, but the study have shown that those people who've produced a success in their previous role have higher chance of reproducing that same degree of success when they get hired. So it's based on that. So they want to tick all of these. They have this thing. Okay, if Daniel joins our company, would he just slack off, or would he actually do something to make value or add value to our organization? The way they can tell is by looking at your resume and also through interview. And we're doing the resume now. Now, what exactly is an impact? I say it's creating and improving a process. Then that's again very ambiguous. So again, I'm breaking it down. This is masterclass, okay? So the impact comes down to three different things. First one, clear before and after. You must show, okay? Impact is when there is a clear before and after. So before you did this, the result was this. After doing this, okay, maybe after doing Z, the result was this. So there must be clear before and after. Secondly, there must be improvement in numbers. Now, it doesn't always mean it should go up. Something like, let's say, sales went up by 20%. It can also be you reduced error by 50%. You finished your work ahead of the schedule 3 months early, right? So anything that's got to do with numbers, it's improving it. However, improvement doesn't necessarily mean you're increasing it. It can also be decreasing it or reducing it. Lastly, I said it's creating something new. So did you implement a new system? Did you come up with a new idea that is now taken in place in your organization? Or did you start a new campaign, some new initiatives? Maybe if you're in a society, did you propose an idea saying, hey, let's have this event next year? And that actually came to a reality. Okay, those three things belong to impact. Now, in your experience, think about, did you create an impact? If not, how are you going to create an impact from now on? So let me then break it down even more. How do you show this clear before and after, improving numbers, create something new? Again, there are three things. And this is the beauty of masterclass. It's so practical in detail. Number one, better result than the past. It has to be either both personal or company level. Just choose one. Okay, it could be your personal goal. So you could say, I used to complete this work in 5 hours, but now I can complete them in 2 hours. Or is it at a company level? Very Classic example would be your cafe used to generate $20,000 per month, but now it's generating $25,000 a month. So better result than the past, both at a company or personal level, doesn't matter. Or did you produce a better result than your competitors? It could be your colleagues, co-workers, or just other competing businesses. Okay. If not, did you produce a better result than the average? However, I would kind of negate the third one because it's not as powerful as those two. It's better than nothing, but I think your main priority, your goal should be coming up with the result that's better than the past or better result than the competitors. So that's the deep down, okay, of Maslow's formula and a very practical uncovering session of the formula.